Most men who come to me say the same thing in one way or another. Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore. It's a quiet kind of suffering, the kind that doesn't shout, but settles in the spaces between moments. The slow dimming of a light you didn't realize was flickering. You reach down, maybe one morning after waking, or in the solitude of a shower, and you notice the subtle changes. Things don't respond the way they used to. It's not sudden or dramatic, but it's unmistakable. You tell yourself it's just age catching up, something inevitable and unchangeable. But what if I told you it isn't just age? What if the real culprit was something more within your control, something happening beneath your skin that affects your very sense of vitality and manhood? I want you to hold that thought because this video isn't about quick fixes or overhyped solutions. It's about understanding what's really happening in your body and exploring a simple, natural approach that might surprise you. Over the years, I've sat across from thousands of men, many just like you, who carry this quiet weight. They're skeptical, often exhausted by promises that never quite deliver, yet still hopeful enough to listen. And it's from those conversations, those deeply human moments, that I want to share a story. I remember one man in particular. A retired machinist, 67 years old, came to my office after months of avoiding the topic altogether. When he finally sat down, he was quiet, not looking me in the eye. Then, almost in a whisper, he said, "Doc, I don't feel like a man anymore." There was no bitterness or anger, just raw, quiet grief. It wasn't just about his body not working the way it once did. It was about losing a part of his identity, his confidence, the intimate connection he once shared with his wife. That conversation stayed with me. It reminded me that these changes are about more than function. They touch the very core of who we are. Even as a urologist, I'm not immune to these changes. As the years have passed, I've noticed my own body shifting in ways I hadn't expected. That personal experience fueled my desire to dig deeper, to find answers grounded not in hype, but in science and compassion. What I discovered reshaped how I approach men's health, especially for those over 60 who often feel like their best years are behind them. You see, the truth lies in the flow of blood. The penis isn't a muscle or just a testosterone-driven organ. It's one of the most vascular parts of the body. Every sensation, every response depends on the delicate dance of blood vessels, expanding and contracting, delivering life-giving oxygen and nutrients. But with age, this dance falters. Nitric oxide, the molecule that tells blood vessels to relax and open wide, diminishes. The vessels stiffen, circulation slows, and the tissues don't receive what they need to perform as they once did. This isn't just an abstract concept, it's a physiological reality that affects millions. The good news? There are ways to gently encourage those blood vessels to open back up, to rekindle the flow, especially in the pelvic region where it matters most. One approach that's gaining attention, backed by emerging science and years of traditional use, involves the use of certain natural oils applied topically below the belt. Before you roll your eyes or dismiss it as another gimmick, let me explain how this works in a way that makes sense. The skin is your body's largest organ, and it can absorb certain compounds directly into the tissues beneath. When applied thoughtfully, oils infused with circulation-enhancing ingredients can help stimulate local blood flow, support nerve sensitivity, and improve tissue oxygenation. This isn't magic or snake oil. It's a gentle nudge to the body's own systems, a reminder to those tired vessels that they still have work to do. For example, carrier oils like coconut or jojoba provide a nourishing base that your skin loves. When combined with natural vasodilators such as L-arginine, peppermint, or even cayenne, the blend can help relax the small capillaries right where you need it. Imagine warming a few drops of this oil between your hands, the smooth texture, spreading warmth as you massage it gently into the groin area after a warm shower. It's a simple ritual, but one that can awaken sensations and circulation in ways that oral supplements often cannot. I want to be clear. This is not a replacement for medical treatments when those are needed. But for many men, this approach can serve as an empowering, low-risk tool that reconnects them with their bodies in a meaningful way. It's about presence, patience, and giving yourself permission to care for this part of you that so often gets overlooked. Of course, using this oil is just one piece of a larger picture. Circulation is influenced by many factors, and the lifestyle choices you make play a powerful role. One of the simplest, most effective things you can do is stay hydrated. Blood is more than 90% water. When you're dehydrated, it thickens, making it harder to flow through those tiny vessels that feed the tissues below the belt. Drinking enough water throughout the day is a small habit that pays off in big ways. Movement matters too. Walking daily, especially after meals, helps stimulate nitric oxide production naturally. It's not about running marathons, it's about gentle, consistent activity that gets the blood pumping. Even simple pelvic stretches or deep breathing exercises, like those found in yoga or mindful movement practices, can open up the hips, ease tension, and improve circulation to the region. Adding foods like beets, dark chocolate, and magnesium-rich greens can also support vascular health from within. What's important here is that you don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. These are manageable, everyday changes that respect your pace and your body's wisdom. Together, these steps create an environment where the oil's effects are amplified and sustained. But I want you to know this journey isn't just physical. I understand how these changes can weigh on the spirit. Many men carry a quiet shame, a feeling that their bodies have betrayed them or that their worth is somehow diminished. This can isolate you, even from those closest to you. If you're watching this and feeling broken or invisible, I want you to hear me clearly. You are not broken. Your body is simply asking for kindness and better circulation. It's a signal, not a sentence. The changes in sensation and function aren't just about performance. They're about reconnecting with yourself, your confidence, your intimacy, your sense of peace. When you start to nurture this connection, you open the door to hope. I've seen it time and again in my practice. Men who once felt resigned to decline find new warmth, new energy, and a renewed sense of identity. A river doesn't disappear when it runs dry. It just needs rain to flow again. Your body remembers how to thrive. It's waiting for that gentle encouragement to come back to life. In the next part of this video, I'll share more about the specific oils you can use, how to apply them safely, and the simple lifestyle habits that can boost their effects even further. Most importantly, I'll walk you through how to approach this process with patience and self-compassion, because the goal isn't instant transformation, but gradual reconnection. So, if you felt that quiet fading, stay with me. There's a path forward, and you're not alone on it. When we talk about applying an oil below the belt, it's not simply about a physical sensation or a fleeting moment of warmth. It's about inviting your body to remember something it once knew: how to open, how to flow, how to respond with vitality. The oils I recommend are blends rooted in nature's pharmacy: coconut or jojoba oils, smooth and nurturing on the skin, infused with compounds that quietly encourage blood vessels to relax and nerves to awaken. Ingredients like peppermint lend a cooling, refreshing touch that heightens sensitivity, while L-arginine works deeper, fueling the production of nitric oxide, that crucial molecule that signals your vessels to dilate and welcome the flow. Using these oils is a practice in gentleness. After a warm shower, when your skin is soft and receptive, warming a few drops between your palms becomes a small ritual, one that asks you to slow down, to be present with yourself. As you massage the oil gently into your groin and pelvic area, you're not rushing towards some immediate outcome. Rather, you're sending a message of care to a part of your body that may have felt neglected or even alien in recent years. This act of touch, combined with the oil's subtle properties, helps awaken circulation in the capillaries, supports tissue oxygenation, and can even enhance nerve sensitivity, all of which are foundational to reclaiming a sense of intimacy and strength. I often hear men say, "But why hasn't anyone told me about this before?" The answer is complicated. Western medicine has focused heavily on pills and procedures, often overlooking the potential of simpler, natural approaches that respect the body's own healing rhythms. But emerging research and centuries of traditional practice are beginning to reveal just how powerful transdermal applications can be when used with intention and care. It's not a cure-all, but it's a meaningful piece of a larger puzzle, one that empowers you to engage actively with your health rather than passively waiting for something to fix you. Yet, while this oil can be a powerful tool, it doesn't work in isolation. True transformation comes when we support our bodies through lifestyle choices that encourage circulation and vitality. Hydration is foundational. Our blood is predominantly water, and when you're dehydrated, it thickens and struggles to travel through the tiniest vessels. Drinking sufficient water throughout the day may feel basic, but it's a gift your body will thank you for every time you move, breathe, or simply exist. Movement, too, is an unsung hero. Walking after meals, even if it's just around the block, activates pathways in your body that boost nitric oxide production naturally. It doesn't have to be grueling or intense. The goal is consistency and kindness to your body. Add in gentle pelvic stretches or hip opening exercises, and you're addressing areas often tight or restricted, blocking blood flow without you even realizing it. Deep breathing, a practice sometimes overlooked by men, floods your system with oxygen and relaxes your nervous system, setting the stage for improved circulation and sensation. Food choices can subtly but meaningfully support these efforts. Beets, with their natural nitrates, help widen blood vessels. Dark chocolate, rich in flavonoids, boosts vascular health. Magnesium, found in leafy greens and nuts, relaxes muscles and nerves, encouraging that precious flow. These aren't radical changes. They're invitations to nourish your body in ways that align with nature and science. But even with all these tools and knowledge, I know that this journey touches something far deeper than physical health. Many men carry an invisible burden, a quiet shame or frustration that can weigh on their spirit. To lose connection with your body's vitality feels like losing a part of yourself. It's natural to feel that way, and it's important to acknowledge it without judgment. If you're watching this and feel isolated or broken, know this: you are not alone, and you're not broken. Your body is simply asking for more care, more attention, more kindness. Restoring sensation and circulation is not just about performance. It's about reclaiming your confidence, your sense of self, your ability to connect deeply with others and with yourself. I see it every day. Men who once felt resigned to decline, who rediscover warmth, energy, and an unexpected joy in their bodies again. That's the true reward, far beyond any number or statistic. Imagine your body as a river. When it runs dry, it's not gone. It waits for the rain to come again, for the flow to return. Your body remembers how to thrive. It's waiting for you to extend a hand, to nurture it back to life. This oil, these small lifestyle changes, are the rain that can revive your river. I want to invite you to try this for yourself, not as a desperate attempt to fix something broken, but as an act of self-respect, a gesture of reconnection. Commit to 7 days of gentle care, warming the oil, massaging it in after your shower, taking a short walk, drinking your water, breathing deeply. See what changes you notice, not just in your body, but in how you feel about yourself. You don't have to do this alone. Share this with someone you trust or keep it as a private ritual, whatever feels right for you. The most important thing is that you listen to your body's needs and respond with patience and kindness. If there's one thing I want you to carry with you from this video, it's this: your vitality isn't gone. It's just waiting to be awakened. The man you've always been, with all his strength, desire, and life, is still there beneath the surface, ready to flow again. So, take this moment as an invitation to nurture yourself, to explore what's possible, and to reclaim the confidence and intimacy you deserve. You're worthy of feeling alive in your own skin every day, at every age. Thank you for trusting me to share this with you. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more honest, compassionate insights into men's health. Remember, this journey is about connection with your body, your spirit, and the life still ahead. I'm Dr. Michael Hanks, and I'm here with you every step of the way.